Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the hashtag show, Toy Fanatic Show. I am your host, Greg Evans, also known as Star Wars Nerd 574, and I am here today with Diamond Select Toys marketing merchandise manager, Zach Oak. And we're going to talk about some great products today. And first, I just want to welcome you all to our new show. This is our first episode, so it's an honor to have Zach here on the show and talk about the great items that Diamond Select is coming out with. Also want to thank our sponsor that helps bring the show here, TRG Toys and Collectables. And let's just start talking about toys, Zach. I know we got a lot of great statues and stuff coming out. And first of all, I want to welcome you to the show. And if you can let everybody know kind of what you do at Diamond Select and Gentle Giant.
Thank you for having me. Really, the what I do is mostly out-facing stuff. So like I write all the copy for catalogs and for the website, and I do a lot of the blog. I'm on a lot of the social. I'm on social media, but we have some other people who handle the main postings and stuff like that. I go to all the conventions. I talk to all the press, and I write all of our video advertising we're doing. We're working on some new videos for a new initiative we're working on.
And obviously, if you guys been to the conventions, you've seen Diamond Select's toys and Gentle Giant setups, which have been amazing with all the products and some of the future teases. And that's what we're going to talk about a little bit today, is some of the releases for this month and some past releases that were announced. And we might even try to see what we can get out of Zach a little bit to see what's coming up here in the future as well. So, Zach, first, let's start off. These past couple years, some of our 80s love has come back with retro shows and reboots and stuff. And one great one has been Cobra Kai. Been excited about it, loved it. And Diamond Select has put out some great toys and stuff for Cobra Kai. And if you would like to talk about what you guys announced this week with some of the figures that were introduced.
Yes, these are deluxe versions of the figures that we put out in the San Diego Comic-Con box set last year. Last year, they were in sort of a fold-out dojo box display, but they didn't have a lot of accessories. This time, they're going to have some extra hands. They're going to have some weapons, and they're individually packaged in deluxe action figure packaging. Our new window box that we do, and besides, it's sort of replacing our select packaging for a lot of our lines. And then we do have an exclusive coming up to comic shops, which is Eagle Fang Johnny, and him in his Eagle Fang outfit. And then we're going to be soliciting a Series 2 at some point in the near future. I'm not sure exactly when that's going to line up, but we do have a Series 2 in the works of action figures. And we're also soliciting a new product line for Cobra Kai just later this month. So it'll be a new figural line, but not part of the action figure line.
And then, so going from Cobra Kai, we go to another classic show and movies, and that's Godzilla. You have some great products coming from the Godzilla line, and we'll start with the Vinimates and kind of go from there. And I know there's an amazing bust you guys introduced us to as well not too long ago. So go ahead and talk about these guys.
Yeah, these are our 4-inch vinyl figures, the Vinimates. These are actually a reissue of a previous single pack set. We're doing 2 packs of Mechagodzilla versus 1962 Godzilla, I believe. 1954 paired up with 1999 Godzilla, and then Burning Godzilla paired with Rodan. So there's 3 different 2 packs that we're re-releasing. Those just hit not too long ago. And we do have that bust that's coming up, the 1960, I believe it's a 1962 bust, is the next one that's coming out. We previously did a 1964, I want to say, and this one is a 1962. I think this is him versus King Kong, I want to say. There's a Kong paw print on the back of the iceberg, and then this is the iceberg that Godzilla comes out of when it thaws. That's on the base there. And we do have more Godzilla stuff coming up. We're waiting for, I think, the last PVC diorama that we've solicited to come out, the 1993 Godzilla, where he's holding parts of the Mechagodzilla. And then after that, we do have another pair of figures in the works. I think they're in the design stage right now.
Nice. So Godzilla fans, get ready. It's going to be an exciting time for you collectors. And with the new movie, show being announced as well. Definitely some stuff to look forward to add to your Godzilla collections. Then we'll go to one of my favorite games back in the 90s, the one that all of our parents took away from us after they saw the great finishing moves, and that's Mortal Kombat. So this past week, you announced a new Scorpion diorama as well. If you want to talk a little bit about him.
Sure. Yeah, this one has been a long time coming. A lot of people have been waiting for him a long time, but it finally has shipped to stores, and it's sold out. What with the long pre-order and just the immense demand for this piece, it sold out almost immediately. And unfortunately, I think this is going to be our last Mortal Kombat piece that we do. There have been some changes with the way the characters are licensed, so we're not able to do anything more from the game. We are looking at some movie stuff, but we'll see how that works out.
So there you go, people. If you want to get your Mortal Kombat pieces, make sure to check your local comic shops. I know some of them have them there as well, but unfortunately, we'll not be able to get it online. But still, check your local comic shops. I can't tell you how important it is to shop local and pick up those Diamond Select toys from there as well. From there, we're going to skip over to Marvel. Another piece that was introduced, and obviously a lot of people are still waiting for a Fantastic Four movie. We haven't got that announcement yet, but that doesn't mean we can't get Fantastic Four items and great things from Diamond Select. So if you like to talk about the Thing.
Sure. This is a very classically styled thing, designed by Claiborne Moore, who is a pretty well-known sculptor in the collectibles world. He's a traditional sculptor. This one was, I think, sculpted by hand, and although he is starting to do more digital work nowadays. But this was traditionally sculpted. I think it was co-designed by him and Caesar, who does a lot of our designs. The way it works is, in this particular case, was Clay worked out a rough what he wanted the statue to look like, and then Caesar did a finished piece of art, which we used for submitting to Marvel to make sure that it was it was where they wanted to go with the piece. And then Clay took the piece to finish, and it came out really great. There's a poster in the background that advertises one of his wrestling matches, we definitely have more. We have a Human Torch that's coming up next, I believe, in that series, and then I'm sure that we have Mr. Fantastic and a Invisible Woman and Doctor Doom in our thoughts, if not in the works right now.
And sorry, they had a little technical difficulty there. We are now going to go into the topic that a lot of people are excited about, and probably one of the most popular franchises, when it comes to collecting, and that's Star Wars. So you guys have announced some amazing pieces, especially since the book of Boba Fett came out and Boba Fett was re-entered. I mean, you guys have pumped out some awesome pieces. I had a chance to review the Milestones Boba Fett statue, which probably is now one of the most favorite pieces of my Boba Fett collection. But you guys even have more coming out, so let's just talk about it right now. We're going to talk about the new bust that you guys just revealed to everybody, and there it is.
Yep, that's the Legends in 3D Boba Fett. This is the Legends in 3D line is half scale. They're all about 10 inches tall, and this piece just shipped to stores just recently. We do have a couple other versions of this one coming out. We have one with a more weathered base, which will be available to international customers. It's not a huge difference, but we wanted to make more for international customers who weren't able to order it the first time around. So it's going to have a more weathered base. And then we've got an all black version coming out, which is based on his appearance in the new comic book storyline, I believe, called Nowhere to Hide.
Yep.
And that is a really, really, really amazingly striking piece, just him in the all black armor. So that one's coming out. And then we do also have a modern Boba Fett coming out. I say modern, even though it all happened a long time ago. But from Book of Boba Fett / The Mandalorian, where he's got the black underclothes. So.
All right, and then we're going to go on to the piece that I know I was really excited about when I saw it announced, and that's the Cad Bane with Toto 360. I mean, how great is this piece? And I know you have two different pieces for this, one with and without good old Toto. Tell us a little bit about these.
Sure. The one with Toto is, I believe, a Premier Guild exclusive. So you have to be a member of our Premier Guild on GentleGiantLimited.com. to order that one. But the regular edition is just him, but it's a great piece. I believe the pose was inspired by an old Clint Eastwood poster, and he's just a really great character. This is not specifically based on his appearance in the TV show. This is a realistic interpretation of his appearance in the Clone Wars cartoon. So if you notice slight differences between how he appeared on the TV show and how he appears here, that's probably why.
But I don't think Star Wars fans will notice that.
Yeah. But no, it's a really great piece, and the Toto is very cool too. So if you want Toto, you got to sign up for the Premier Guild. You can still get some cool exclusives there.
And I know the Premier Guild program is pretty awesome. For those that aren't familiar, there's different tiers as well with it, especially year-end gifts that you get for being there. And plus the discounts even make it worth it as well, if you want to talk a little bit about that before we get into our next piece. Sure,
yeah. I think you get 4 coupons worth 20% off of in stock. No, it's $25 off of in stock, and then $15 off of any order. And you get a standard 15% discount. It varies by tier, but for the highest tier, you get 15% off every regular release that you order. So it's a pretty good deal. And you get if you have the highest tier, then you get 2 different. You can choose from either the statue or the bust or the jumbo figure as your free gift. Sorry about that. And then and you get first access to other exclusives that are offered other places, so like conventions and other retailers and that sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely a great deal. Especially check it out, everybody, because I mean there's some good things on there, especially when you get first crack at some of these exclusives that come out that sell quickly. I know Boba Fett and things like that. You get first dibs, so it's kind of nice sometimes to get a little perk out there as well, and you get a statue or a jumbo figure or a bust at the end of the year too. So you can't go wrong with that. So talking about statues, for anybody who's getting back into the convention scene this year knows that there's a lot of good Star Wars conventions going on. You got ICCC in Nashville, Star Wars Celebration coming up. Obviously, New York Comic Con will be Star Wars heavy. Like, we just have so much stuff there. And one actor from the original trilogy who's been will be on the scene a lot this year is good old McDermott, our Emperor Palpatine. Which I'm excited with this statue. Again, this thing is amazing, and it would be a great addition to your collection to get autographed. If you want to talk to us about good old Darth Sidious here.
Sure. This is, I don't have the exact dimensions in front of me, but I think it's a 1/6 scale statue. I think this piece is about 16 inches tall, if I remember correctly. And it does have interchangeable hands. You can have them delivering the Force lightning or not delivering the Force lightning. And it does come with that window background as well. It's a beautiful piece. We just offered it for pre-order in the last month or so. So you can definitely still place a pre-order at GentleGiantLimited.com or through your local comic shop or through your favorite online retailer. And I definitely wanted to get something signed by Ian when I saw that he was going up for signings. But our bust, our Rise of Skywalker Emperor Palpatine bust, has not come in yet, so I wasn't able to send that in. But I was able to send in a C-3PO with Babu Frick bust to get Anthony Daniels to sign. So I'm very happy about that. Yeah, a lot of great Star Wars signings going on this year. It's good to see everything back, kind of convention wise, and the guests coming back and stuff, and everything we talked about. Everybody. Like I said, if it might not be all available online, but make sure you check, diamondselect.com, gentlegiant.com, and your local comic shops. A lot of these items will be in your comic shops as well, and able to order and pre-order from there. So we're going into a kind of like a little where I'm going to try to see what we can get out of Zach here and see. So what's some of the things that you can talk about, and what we might be getting in the future, like such? Could we be getting like a Cobb Vanth statue anytime soon? Could we get Avatar: The Last Airbenders? Is that series still going to keep continuing? What can you tell us about some new stuff that's coming out, or what can you hint to us? Just addressing those two things, I haven't heard about a Cobb Vanth happening, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was a little further down on our to-do list as far as upcoming Star Wars stuff. We've been doing a lot of stuff from Mandalorian. It's a very popular show, so I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up again. And Avatar, we do have the 5th series of action figures in the works. It's going to be probably coming out this summer. It's up for pre-order now, and then we are going to be making another gallery diorama The gallery dioramas have been very well received. So we did Aang, we did Katara, and we did Zuko, and the next one will be Toph. So there's a Toph gallery coming. We had to. We're going through a couple of different revisions on it, and then once it's ready, we're gonna put it up for pre-order.
Okay, awesome. So there you go, guys. We sorry for the person that asked for the Cobb Vanth. We won't have it yet, but who knows what'll happen? Obviously, the Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. If you haven't watched it, sorry, spoilers, but obviously he's going to have a huge part coming up somewhere in the Star Wars storyline as well. So then we also got a few questions some of our social media fans wanted to ask. And the first one is, what conventions will you be attending, and especially will you be attending Star Wars Celebration?
We will be attending Star Wars Celebration, yes. I'm not sure what exactly we're going to have there. It's still a little bit up in the air as far as exclusives and stuff, but I'll be there, and the product manager for Star Wars will be there, Deb Gilmore, and the president will be there. So if you want to ask any questions, you can come by and say hello. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I haven't been to a Star Wars Celebration in probably 15 years, something like that.
So it's time to get back at it, huh?
Yeah.
The next question, I had a few of our fans ask about the guild gifts. Have there been any updates on last year guild gifts on shipping out or anything coming soon with those?
As far as I know, they're still en route. I don't know exactly if it's been development or shipping problems, but once they are ready to go, then it's going to be a long slog to get them to the U.S. So, so as far as I know, they're all still moving along. I don't know when they're going to ship exactly, but I hate to give an answer like that. Yeah. But as soon as they are ready, we're shipping them to the U.S. And as soon as they are in the U.S., we are shipping them out to customers. Luckily, our distribution warehouse is on the West Coast, so it doesn't have to travel too far once it gets to the U.S. Once it gets to Port of Los Angeles, it's pretty much almost home. But even with trucking, there are still some delays. So sometimes it can take a while to get from one place to another. So I'm probably sounds like I'm just making excuses, but we're definitely, we want them out as badly as anybody else does. So we are moving them along as quickly as we can. Yeah. And this time with, there's been a lot of shipping delays with everything. So, everybody just hang on there. We'll get those products. It'll be exciting when we get to open them up and enjoy those as well. Like I said, the guild program is amazing. I'm actually a member of it as well. And, I enjoy the perks from it when ordering, especially getting those discounts and stuff has been really nice on there. And with that, the last question, we always get this whenever, toy designers or anybody working with toys as well. What has been your favorite release or product from Diamond Select or Gentle Giant? Of all time, or are we talking like recent release?
Let's do both. Let's do an all time, and then you're the most recent announcements.
Semi-recent is the Iron Giant action figure that we did. It's a really cool, very posable. It's got the light up eyes. It's just a very cool piece. For the price, it's like $30, and it's not huge. It's about 8 inches tall, I think. Nice. But it's a really great figure. It does a lot of cool stuff. And gosh, of all time, that's a tough one. We did a piece a few years back of Cthulhu from H.P. Lovecraft, and it was a gallery diorama, and it was just very beautifully detailed. It was sculpted by Eli Livingston, I believe, and it came out really great. And I believe that one might still be available on the website on diamondselecttoys.com. I'm not 100% sure about that, but it might be. And then, but Iron Giant is definitely, we just put out a new battle mode version of him where he's got the narrow eyes and he's got the weapon hands too. So they're both pretty cool. Yeah, some great products there, and I'm gonna jump on the wagon here, and obviously the milestone Boba Fett from Return of the Jedi is just an amazing piece. The details, everything about it, looks great. But I'm going to go outside. Everyone knows I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but obviously you can tell in the background a little bit. The Stay Puft bust is by far one of my favorite pieces in my Star Wars collection. I just love that thing. I mean, just because I mean, how can you not like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? Like it's just amazing. So, so great pieces there.
Again, I want to thank you, Zach, for your time today. It's been awesome talking with you. Can't wait to do it again. You got some great products down the road. Again, make sure you check out diamondselect.com, gentlegiant.com for great items coming our way. Also, too, make sure you follow them on social media. You can see their blogs. You are the blog writer too. Am I right on that?
I write a lot of the blogs. I do a lot of the press releases. So if it's a new product announcement or something like that, then I'll generally write that. If it's we have another team who does the social media, and they do a lot of the blog posts that tie into like promotions and sales and stuff like that. But if you see a story go out, that a lot of sites are picking up, it's usually something I've written or a press release about a new license. So we do have some new licenses coming up we're going to be announcing soon.
All right, awesome. Well, again, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to the Toy Fanatic, brought to you by the Hashtag Show and TRG Toys and Collectibles. You can follow me at the hashtagshow.com and at Star Wars Nerd 574 and Zach at DST Zach as well on social media. And until next time, everybody, have a good day and may the force be with you.